So it's right around 2:30 p.m. on Sunday, February 16th, 2025. We are having a very wintry last 3 days. I love this kind of weather, actually. I just can't get enough of it. Winter storm weather is just one of my favorite kinds of weather ever. And we got about 7 inches of snow last night, as you can see out the window. And I managed to get some cleaning and organizing done in this place. So it's now a cozy and more organized and comfortable place to hang out. My friend Diana just donated some custard, Asian custard. So I had that for my brunch. And right now I'm just trying to get stuff done. I always have a lot to do. I was going to try to make it out today. I don't know if I still will or not. I'm trying to fill up this tub right here to rinse off some washcloths, and there's barely any water coming out of this tap. Barely any water, as you can see. It's just a little trickle. There's also barely any hot water at all. It's lukewarm, even with the hot water knob turned completely off. So there's always issues with the water to the sink, especially when I try to use it. You know, if I get up in the middle of the night at like 3 a.m. and try to use the tap, it's perfectly fine. But then when I try to fill up wash tubs and wash dishes with it or shower, that's when it barely starts coming out of the tap, and then it starts to smell nasty and you can't use it, or it has like a oily, slick residue, or, you know, there's always somebody behind this wall as well who stinks, who likes to sit right there. Greenville told me there's a new resident in that unit right now. I'm not so sure about that. Sounds like the old resident. I mean, they're behaving exactly like the old resident. So maybe it's the old resident who's now a new resident because they officially did not live in that unit for a while. Now they've been put back in there. Seems like exactly the same person. They stink like the same person as well. You can smell people's BO through these walls, unfortunately, because the walls are so thin that there's one of the maintenance managers told me a few years ago, there's no insulation in these walls. So when you have 2 pieces of drywall separating your unit from the unit of a malignant, perving, creeping, compulsive masturbator, you can not only have knowledge of what he does because he's like smacking the wall repeatedly, but you can also smell what he smells like, and it's disgusting. So that's a problem with these units. You can smell people through the walls, especially if they have really bad BO, because these are all male sex offenders from the Department of Mental Health. They all pretty much have bad BO, so you can smell people through the walls. Jasmine Irizarry is a female psychopath, and she seems to have terrible hygiene as well, because when she's in that bathroom, she stinks absolutely nasty. It's not a male smell, it's a female smell, if you get my drift, and it's just disgusting. So I can tell who's sitting behind that wall just by their stinking farm animal body odor. Unfortunately, it's kind of gross. I do shower on a regular basis, so the smell is not coming from me. I have rubbing alcohol spray bottles, and I spray myself down with rubbing alcohol on a regular basis if I don't shower for a day or 2. And that's usually the most I go without showering, because things get kind of gross after that. So, but when I do try to shower, there's always like plumbing problems with the shower that I try to use, which is very strange. It's almost like these stinking, perving, creeping sex offenders don't want me to be cleaner than they are, because they have some mental health issues and they're just jealous and miserable. But anyway, it's a beautiful afternoon. I am loving this. I'm getting stuff done despite the fact that the weather is